Hello everybody, Chef Archie Pie here. Welcome to my latest food video clip. Today I'm making cod smoked salmon, leek and potato pie. This is a bit of a shepherd's pie, cottage pie take, but instead of using meat we're using fish. I'm using some beautiful flakes of white fish with some smoked salmon, some finely chopped vegetables in a wonderful white wine and cream sauce. And then we're finishing off with mashed potato and cheese on the top. So I'm going to fine dice some fresh vegetables, starting with leeks. I love leeks. I don't care how I have them. Then we're going to pop some onions in. I've got two varieties of onions, some fresh rosemary, some garlic. You can crush it or you can finely chop it. It's entirely up to you. You could even use garlic powder if you prefer. I like fresh garlic in all my sauces and stews and casseroles. Also, a few fine dice carrots are going to go in the pan too. So what we're going to do, once we've got all our vegetables diced, we're going to sweat them off in the pan. There's a lovely big bay leaf from the garden too. We're going to sweat the vegetables off in the pan. On this occasion I'm using my small wok with a big chunk of butter. And I'm going to melt the butter, throw in the veggies and that wonderful bay leaf. And I'm going to sweat the veggies for about 5 minutes by hand. And after about 5 minutes, we want the veggies really soft. After giving them a good stir fry for around 5 or 6 minutes, I'm going to pop my lid on a very low flame and cook the veggies for about 15 to 20 minutes, by which time I'm going to poach my fish for half an hour in the oven with some onion, bay leaf, black pepper, and I'm going to throw in some wine and some milk, cover the roasting tin with some foil and pop it in the oven for half an hour. My veggies are now beautifully soft and sweated off. You'll see exactly how cooked they are. There we are, you can see those all beautifully translucent leeks. Take the bay leaf out at this stage. You could leave it in if you like, but I like to take it out now. Now I'm going to throw in some mustard, a good heaped teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Mix that with the vegetables, and then it's time to throw in around about 3 tablespoons of flour. Don't forget all the measurements, quantities will be in the description below in the ingredient list. So once you've added your flour to your vegetables, we're going to do the obligatory paste preparation prior to adding our liquid. Mix the flour until it's no longer visible. All the flour's incorporated itself into the moisture of the vegetables, and you'll get this wonderful pasty substance. You'll get the lovely, and you'll know exactly when it's ready to add the liquid. Doing all this over a low flame, by the way, folks. Everything over a low flame. So once the flour has been mixed into the vegetables, set it to one side, please. After half an hour, the fish is now ready, and we're looking to get all those wonderful juices. You can see how beautiful the fish is. Only half an hour on a medium to high oven. We're going to pass the fish through the sieve, reserve the fish to one side for now, and pass the liquid through a sieve as well. And we've got some beautiful flavoured stock there made up of wine and milk. We're going to add that liquid to our pasty mix of vegetables and flour, and we're going to add the liquid in 3 parts. So add the liquid, mix it in over a medium flame. When the liquid's no longer visible, we can add a little bit more liquid, and so on. Don't forget, this technique is pretty much the same with all your sauces. Add a little bit of liquid, mix it in, bring it to the boil. Once it's incorporated, add a bit more liquid, and so on until there's no liquid left. And then you've finished with a sauce. And there you have your beautiful sauce. It's come to the boil. I'm going to throw in my smoked salmon flakes now. I shouldn't really need to put any salt in this. Smoked salmon flakes going in, a few of the peas, because if you know me, you know I like peas. Lots of black pepper. And obviously we're going to make sure this should be a reasonably nice thickness now. Looking really, really beautiful. There we are, and that will give you an idea of the consistency of the sauce we're looking for to mix with our fish to form the base of our pie. So the fish, I've flaked the fish up and I've covered the base of my casserole dish with it. I haven't flaked it, let's just say it's in small chunks. Flakes is a bit too, flakes would be a little bit too small for this dish. So the fish is in chunks. Now I'm going to top it and make a layer of the beautiful vegetables in that lovely creamy white wine and garlic sauce. So once we've used the sauce to cover our fish, this is when it's optional. I want to mix this in now. You don't have to. If you want to leave it, you can. I mix it in because I don't want the fish necessarily to dry on the bottom of my casserole dish. I want a saucy base. So I've mixed that in, and I'm going to leave that for about an hour or two to set. And whilst it's getting firm and solid, I'm going to mash my potatoes. I've got some cream and some butter and some spuds there, boiling away in the pan. I've mashed them. Now I'm going to, after about 2 or 3 hours, my base is solid enough for me to top it with some mashed potato. And it really is fabulous. This is just a technique I use because I'm a bit unsure as to whether the base is a bit too soft. So spread the potato over your fishy and vegetable base, top it with the fork and the lovely any pattern you fancy. I've gone all circular on this occasion. There we are. I slow down at this point because I'm quite clumsy, so I'm going round and round in circles, almost like an oval circular effect. And then once that's done, I've finally chopped some fabulous scallions, very, very fine. There's a reason for this. And then after the scallions, I've covered it with Parmesan, and then I'm going to pop this in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. And those scallions, there it is, get it in the oven. They're going to slightly go brown and crispy on the top. And we're going to get this wonderful effect on the top, almost like a scattered brown crispy topping. Really looks wonderful, very inviting, very, very appealing. And there you have it. It's a wonderful cod and smoked salmon, leek and potato pie, folks. If you've enjoyed my clip, if you like my food, please like, share, or even subscribe. And if you want to find out about my next video, please press the notification bell. This is Chef Archie Pie, sending everyone lots of love. And please do take care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.